Hello, everyone. This is session number 22 of our upper intermediate level IELTS speaking mastery series. We're focusing on work and career progression, including how you see your professional path, leadership styles you admire, and the influence of cultural or generational factors on career choices. In part one, we'll discuss your current job study situation and professional ambitions. In part two, you'll describe a milestone or achievement in your career or studies. And in part three, we'll delve into deeper issues like workplace diversity, remote versus on site work trends, or global competition in job markets. Let's begin.
Good day, candidate. This is the IELTS speaking test, updated with the latest guidelines. The speaking exam is divided into 3 parts. 1. Introduction and interview. 2. Individual long turn. 3. Two-way discussion. I will ask you questions about familiar topics, give you a task card for a short talk, and then we'll engage in a more general discussion. Let's begin.
In part one, the examiner will confirm your identity, then ask several basic questions about your personal life, routines, or preferences.
Hello, my name is Dario. Could you tell me your full name, please?
Hello, I'm Alessandro Bianchi.
May I see your ID?
Sure, here you are.
Are you currently working or studying, and what does your typical day involve?
I'm employed as a project coordinator at a marketing firm. I usually begin the day reviewing emails and delegating tasks to team members. Moreover, by late afternoon, I check progress updates and refine any pending schedules.
What aspects of your job or field do you find most interesting?
I enjoy the collaborative environment and problem-solving required in project coordination. In addition, I appreciate observing how small details contribute to a successful campaign.
Do you have short-term or long-term goals related to your career path?
In the short term, I aim to enhance my leadership skills by supervising a small team. On the other hand, my long-term goal is to transition into a senior managerial role, possibly overseeing multiple departments.
How do you maintain a balance between professional responsibilities and personal life?
I try to set clear boundaries, like avoiding work-related emails after a certain hour. Furthermore, I reserve weekends for hobbies or social activities to prevent burnout.
Have your career ambitions changed since?
Yes, my initial aim was purely salary-focused, but now I prioritize roles that align with my interests and offer continuous learning. Additionally, I'm more aware of the significance of workplace culture in job satisfaction.
In part two, you receive a cue card. You have 1 minute to prepare your notes, then speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Stay organized and address all bullet points.
You have 1 minute to prepare your notes, then speak for 1 to 2 minutes.
I'd like to talk about completing a major client project at my job last year. I was relatively new in the company, yet I ended up leading a small team to develop a marketing strategy for a high-profile client. It required intense brainstorming, research, and coordination with multiple stakeholders. In addition, we had tight deadlines, so we often stayed late to finalize presentations. When we successfully launched the campaign, the client's sales noticeably improved. This achievement boosted my confidence in leadership roles and clarified my aspiration to handle more complex projects in the future.
Part 3 expands on Part 2's theme. Expect more follow-up and abstract discussion to demonstrate your opinion and reasoning skills.
Why do some people switch careers frequently while others remain in the same field for decades?
It might depend on personality and changing interests. Some individuals crave new challenges or can't see long-term growth in one area. Conversely, others value stability and deep expertise, so they stay in a field where they've built expertise.
How important is higher education or formal training for career progression these days?
Formal credentials can open doors, especially in specialized sectors. However, practical experience and soft skills are increasingly prized. Moreover, some innovative firms hire based on talent and portfolio rather than strictly relying on degrees.
What role does cultural background play in shaping people's career ambitions or management styles?
Culture often determines workplace hierarchies, attitudes toward risk, and concepts of teamwork or leadership. For instance, some cultures prefer more direct, assertive management, whereas others emphasize consensus building and polite indirectness.
Do you believe remote work or gig economy trends will alter traditional career paths in the future?
Absolutely. With remote or freelance options, people may pursue multiple projects rather than a single 9-to-5 job. Nonetheless, stable full-time roles remain desirable for those seeking structure and predictable benefits.
Should companies or governments do more to foster professional growth and lifelong learning?
Yes, supporting employees' continuous learning benefits productivity and innovation. In addition, government incentives like tax breaks or training subsidies can encourage companies to invest in staff development.
Next, a few quick tips. Write them down and add them to your practice. Tiny steps, big progress.
Start with Prep Plus and keep it precise. Example: I ask for stretch assignments because they accelerate learning. For instance, I led a cross-functional pilot last quarter. As a result, I improved stakeholder alignment and was shortlisted for a team lead track. Use light linkers. Moreover, for instance, however, by contrast, as a result, show time control. Past, I waited for tasks. Present, I request feedback and track OKRs. Future, I plan to mentor juniors and formalize a growth plan. Aim for 2 or 3 connected sentences, clear, confident, and easy to follow. Sound natural with high-value career collocations. Stretch assignment, stakeholder alignment, mentorship, KPIs, OKRs. For fluency, use short idea chunks. I map my quarter, I pick one stretch goal, then I book feedback. That rhythm cuts hesitation. For pronunciation, stress keywords. This leadership pipeline is transparent. And finish endings. Delivered, promoted, aligned, negotiated. Add cause-effect stems to upgrade analysis. I track weekly OKRs so that priorities stay visible, which suggests better team focus. That's why I schedule brief retros after each milestone. Use part-specific tactics. Part 1, concise. 2 or 3 linked sentences with a clear reason and payoff. Example: I prefer hybrid work because it balances focus and collaboration. As a result, delivery quality stays high. Part 2, simple plan. The milestone. Where, when you achieved it, who supported you, manager, mentor, why it mattered, new skills, measurable results. and the impact, e.g., you now negotiate scope earlier or run sharper risk reviews. Part 3. Zoom out. Discuss culture, attitudes to hierarchy, policy, training subsidies, technology, remote tools, automation, and fairness, access to mentorship. Compare ideas with on the one hand, on the other hand. Name concrete trade-offs. Faster internal mobility widens opportunities, however, onboarding gaps can grow if training lags. Quick 10-second prep plus drill. I schedule weekly one-to-ones because they surface blockers early. For instance, last month we re-scoped a feature before it slipped. As a result, the release stayed on track and team morale improved. Great work. Thank you. That is the end of the speaking test. See you in the next session. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our next session.